gentle yoga practice with a chair, with a block and a strap. We're going to do some warrior poses today. You know that fun? Yeah, I always love warrior poses because it brings the divine awakening into your body. Yes. Hands up underneath the chin. And a nice reach to extend. Good morning. This is called a little swirl flow. And we do a little flying wings. Since we're warriors today, yes? Hey, welcome to Sattva Yoga and Wellness Center. Welcome to our Monday morning video. Hope you enjoy this today. Flying wings. Just a little easy flow just to get us started. Warming up our joints. Really good thing. When you go walk, take time to start slow so your joints warm up before you start your active movements. You should give your body a couple of minutes to warm the joints. The synovial fluid is the fluid at the major joints. Reach out, right arm comes across, stretching across the shoulder. Your synovial fluid and your major synovial joints, like your knees, your ankles, your hip, your shoulders, that have sacs of fluid, and that's what hydrates the cartilage. The only thing that hydrates your cartilage is your synovial fluid. So you should warm that fluid to protect your cartilage. You want to take care of your cartilage, right? Flying wings. Yeah, makes sense, right? Flying wings. What's this called? Flying wings. Other arm comes across, reach across shoulder. I've got a really nice video about walking. Biomechanics of walking, proper walking. And you should walk only as much as you need, right? But use proper techniques. Alignment. We're going to practice alignment today, like the warrior alignment. 7 principles of alignment. Flying wings. Let me go through those with you very quickly. Hands on top of the thigh. Create a base to wherever we are. The hip connects to the chair, weight to the back of the chair. The feet are underneath the knees, stacking our joints. The shoulders are where? Back and down. So base dynamic energy, creating core strength from the hip to the shoulders, all the way up the torso, aligning the spine. Shoulders back and down, hinging from the hip, shortening the lever, and softening through the knees. 7 principles of alignment that we use. You should use that walking, moving, in yoga, anywhere. So reach out, extend out, square over the wrist. Little goalpost move. I like this movement because it's called wave to your neighbor. With 2-hand wave. I just made that up. Is that okay?
It's better than goalpost.
Better than a swinging wave. This is good too. You can do the swing thing. Yeah. And you can shake, 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 let everything go, all the tensions of life, just let them drip away. It's called the drip method, by the way. Drip, drip, drip. They let those hands dangle down. Marching with the yes. With alignment. So our shoulders are back over the hip. And the nice natural S-shaped curve of the spine, cervical spine, thoracic spine, lumbar spine, sacral area of the hip, yes? Curls up just a bit, up under the tailbone curls up. So we sit on our sit bones, not on our tailbone. Yeah. Kick the can, what's this called? Kick the can. Got to warm up the joints today. So this is a little cooler. We had a nice cool morning. Yes, I love it. Hope you do too. You have a nice, beautiful red shirt on. And for a Monday morning, nice warm pants. Kick the can, reaching out. Right knee comes in, catch you on the shin. Give the ankle a spin. What are we doing? Warming our joints. There we go. Joints. Stirring up that synovial fluid so that the cartilage is protected when we walk. You should do these things before you go walking. Yes? So a little seated warm up flow, a little joint-free series for anyone over 50. And that's most of us, right? Yeah, I'm only 29, but that's okay. Circle the other way.
On one side.
One side. One side of me's 29. The other side's 92, right? So it balances out. It must be what? 73. Yes. Okay. March your lift with me. If I keep making jokes in this video, it won't be good. They'll be fine. Everybody knows Gary, right? So kick the can, nice through the knees. Now, you notice the knees. Critical to have good walking shoes. Proper support the bottom of the feet, cushion of the heel, bottom of the feet, cushion. Did you see that? Let's try that. I've done this before. It's fun. Yes, I love it. Look at that. This is almost like the thread past the strap underneath the leg kind of thing. But we're going to do this just for fun today. How many of these? 100? Okay. Just do a few more. And shake, 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 shake everything out. So have blocks between the feet, so the knees in line with the hip point. And we clear the sitting bones, the flesh underneath the hip, kind of spread the flesh. Hands up beneath the chin, reach to extend. This is called the Cleopatra move. This is to begin to waken up our shoulders and our back. Upper body, upper body twist, curve recta, revolve, twisting to the right side. I'm going to mirror you today, so keep the left hand out, right hand back, twisting over to the right side, and gently turn the chin. Now, don't go where you don't belong, let the chin flow until you say, ooh. Do you feel that? Warming up that synovial fluid in your spine. Really good thing. Yes, back to center. Hands for shoulder to shoulder. So major joint work today, warming the synovial fluid. Good practices for walking and doing our exercise. So we should do these gentle stretches in the morning and get our sunlight. First thing in the morning when you wake up, go out and get the sunlight. The bright sunlight triggers the circadian rhythm of your body, of your mind, your pineal gland. Twisting over the other side. And circle back, easing over the left shoulder if you can. Gently with the chin. And don't go where you don't belong. Twisting. You feel that? I feel it in the shoulder. Do you feel a stretch in the shoulder? Maybe a stretch to the lower back. Most of the twist is in the navel center region up through the chest. 80% of the twist is right there, T12, L1, behind the navel center. And that lower back, just below the rib cage. Twisting over, gazing over. Back to center. All right, we're going to stir up the pot, with a little circle movement. Ooh, I feel that. You feel that you need it, yes? Warming those joints in the lower back, up to the spine. Circle around and around. It's a beautiful thing. Is it beautiful? Yes? Beautiful day. It's a beautiful thing to be here. On this side of the grass, as we learned last week, I heard.
The green side.
The green side of the grass. Okay. The green side of the grass. Other side, other way, sweep around. Let's do the other way. Circle back around. All kind of new sayings. We love sayings, right? Affirmations, intentions. Our intention today is to free up our major joints and to warm our joints, to protect our joints. Our knees, our hips, our ankles, our wrists, our shoulders, our elbows. And our spine, because a long, strong spine makes for a soft, loving heart. And a flexible spine makes for a calm, peaceful mind. Yes. As goes the spine, so goes the mind, as they say. Here's that would be painful. Hands reach out, circle the wrist. I like the circling in the major joints. Do you feel that? I may that too, but it's a good word for this, yes? You want to get those joints full, free range of motion, but free, not pushing to a point of pain or forcing through any injury. And you can fly like a bird too. I like that too. Some of my students are doing the flying wing thing. Yeah. Right arm comes up and over, stretch, reach way over. How far? Way over there. Other side, way up and over, stretching over, reaching over, gazing up to the elbow. Turn the chin, gazing up on each side, and then bring your gaze up to your hand if you can. Lift, reaching up and over, flying up, over. Yeah. One more. Good, beautiful, beautiful. Sweep out, circle out. Now the elbows come in, and we did this last week, yes? 2. So the elbows are the height of the shoulder to stretch the shoulder. If the shoulders are achy, or there's a rotator cuff issue, you can always bring your elbows down and do a little movement. But if you can bring your elbows high to the shoulders, please feel free to try. Bring your right arm across, left arm across, right arm, and left arm. Now the palm faces in as you bring the elbow in. This is called eagle arm flow. So we're going to do a little eagle arm. Stretch out, right arm, left overlaps, take the elbow over the elbow, take the hands to the wrap, because we want to be eagles and warriors today. Lift the elbows and do a little tucking flow. Exhale. Ooh, I feel that in the back of the shoulders. Cross rib cage up into the shoulders, trapezius, rhomboid stretch. Inhale, lift. Up and down, 2, 3 of these, okay? 2. One more makes 3. Good. Lift and open, wing those arms, swing those wrists, circle those wrists. I'm swinging with the hands, just circle. Flying wings. Let's go back to it. Here we go. Goalpost arms. Yes. In and out. You don't have to bring them all the way in. If you can bring your elbows all the way together, give that a try and bring it out. If that doesn't work quite, you can bring it wherever you might. Mighty, opening, flowing, open. Palms face forward. Good. Other side. The left arm, right overlaps. Take that wrap overlap. Now, if you just have, bring your hands to the back, it's fine too. If you feel inclined, you can wrap those arms in the eagle arm stretch across the back. Stretching our joints across the shoulders to the back. Good. Over and down. How many? 3 of these. 1. And 2. And 3. A little puff through the mouth, a little blow through the mouth. A little bastrika. A little blow. Good. Now that we're warmed our joints, let's come back, sit and circle our arms. I feel that in the shoulders. Did you feel that? I know a nice thing to do is a reverse shoulder roll. Reverse shoulder roll, like so. Bring your shoulders back in that. Notice my spine stacked, my ears over the shoulder, shoulders over the hip. That's where you want to be. We have a strap and a block. We're going to use it a little later. Reaching out. Right arm comes in underneath the chin. And left arm comes in underneath the chin. Try to level those arms if you can. And you can always bring your hands down if your shoulders are troublesome. Yes. Here we go on each side. One more time. Both arms will join us as we do both arms in, both arms out. 1 and a 2. And one more makes a 3 and a 3. Bring it in and reaching out. Hold. Palm turns up. Wow, feel that in the shoulder. Did you feel that? Palm turns down. I'm going to give this a try. Palm turns up. Palm turns down. Palms turns up and then turn it down and all the way around. Lift the shoulders towards your ears. Take a loving stretch through the shoulders and the elbows draw in. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Beautiful, beautiful. Hands come down to the thigh. Nice. Little circle one more time. All right. I think we've got to warm up now. We got to have a few breathing exercises, a little pranayama to our practice this morning. We have to work to stay well, yes? practice every day. Wellness, being well. I am well today. Yes, will be our motto for the day, to find healing, wholeness, and wellness. So it's physical, mental, and emotional well-being, yes? It's not just health, it's well-being. Circle the other way. So wellness centers are about what? Well-being. Being well. Be well today. Yes, circle around. Hands up against the chin, yoga arms stretch one more time. Reaching out for the wrist. That feels really good. Easy chair. I'm going to show you how to get out of the chair, okay? Easy chair. Prayer chair. Extend your chair if you can. Then do the swing. Get a little momentum in the arms. 2 and 3. And here we go. Exploding up out of the chair with a nice lift to extend out as we can. Good. Hands down. Back and down. Let's do 3 of these. Yes. Do the wing underneath the chin. The Yoda arm. You're okay. It's good. Easy chair. Prayer chair. Extend the chair. Use a little momentum swing. It's okay to use a little momentum thing. 2, 3, all the way up. Rise and lift. Yes. Are we good? Now keep my arms low. Yes? So extending your arms is always an option. But if your shoulders are troublesome, find a stretch to the side. Palms turn up. Hands draw in. Then we're going to take a little walk. Walking back. Round the back of the chair. So we're going to use our chair for warriors today. Can you do that? Sure. Why not? Since this is a gentle chair class, we're going to use our chair for our warriors. So we start with a walk back stretch back. This is my favorite stretch of the back, in the shoulders and the arms. And if you need to modify this by bending the elbows, we're going to bring a 90-degree bend at the hip, hinging at the hip, folding at the hip, straightening and lengthening through the shoulders as we can. And since that's a major synovial joint in your shoulders, and one of your most complex joints in your body is your shoulder joint. The reason for that is the range of motion, flexibility, the movements, and functional use of our shoulders. So we want to protect the shoulders, but also heal and stretch and release. So come in with a walk in, give a little extra stretch. Toes out, heels out. And I call this a little playful swing. Is it okay to swing? Lift your toes? Sure, why not? It's not yoga, but it's fun, yes? Oh, of course it's yoga. If you're breathing, feeling, and listening to your body, you're doing yoga. It's all about what? Wellness. Physical, mental, and emotional. Yoga means to yoke or join. What do we call this? Do you remember? Charlie Chaplin. Yeah. You guys are old enough to remember Charlie Chaplin. I don't know what you're talking about. Here we go. Yeah. And the arms, this is called 5-pointed star. We're going to make a star out of ourselves, yes? And we can do a little squat flow. Here we go. And if you want to touch the back of the chair's always there. Remind you to keep your chair handy along the way. What's this? You like this? Oh, you love this? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Here we go. We do 100 of these, right?
Sure.
Here we go. 2. Are you counting yet?
How should it fall?
You're trying to fall?
Not to fall.
Try not to fall. Well, you know what? That's why the chair's there. You know why? Because you can catch a chair anytime you need it. Yes. And I'm doing this moving flow with the arms out and hands to the chair. How's it feel? You're doing great. You're looking good. Good.
100. It's 100.
Nice. That's 100. That's 100. Okay. Hands on the back of the chair. Let's do the swing thing. Kick to the side. You ever tried that? This is called part of the shooting star flow. So I'm going to just give you the shooting star movements. Again, not yoga, but it's a lot of fun, right? Kick to the side. You open the hip and you kick, opening the toe up to the ceiling if you can. stuff today. Yes? Yes. Now, squats. All right. Squats. There's two types of squats. There's a chair squat and there's a full squat. So this is the normal squat. So we have the chair there. And we take our toes out 45 degrees so that we have an open hip position. So the hips, we use the flexibility of the hip girdle to do this little squat throw. And you can walk your heels out to the edge of the mat. But be very, very careful not to slide or slip or slide. This is not a slip or slide class. This is a yoga class. Up and down. How low can we go? As low as we can comfortably go.
It's only Monday.
Give it a try. It's Monday, fun day. Okay. Up and down. I feel that right here. Did you feel that? Let's not go that low. Come on, please. Only go as low as you can comfortably go, right? You're right. We're never pushing to a point of pain or forcing so many injuries. We're always testing because we're working what today? On our what? Synovial joints, our major joints, to protect the joints, the structure, integrity of the joints up and down. How many can we do? As many as we choose. Yes. 8. I don't know what this is. I'm going to call it 10. Yes, 10. Now lift the leg one more time. Beautiful. I'm going to slip my chair to the side just so the video can see that I'm bringing my knees forward. So in a chair squat, just like we did coming out of a chair, that's a squatting position when you're sitting in a chair. So we take our toes forward and we'll give about a block's fist space or 2 fist space between the feet. And we pull back with the hip as we come back. Now the spine is going to come from a C curve at the lower back into a nice flat lower back. So we do about a few of these. Here we go. And the hands can come to the thigh and catch us. Guess where the chair is? Right where we need it, right? Always there when we need it. For those of us that have any kind of balancing issues, any vertigo, any kind of issues going on. Toes point forward. Turn your toes straight in. Yeah. Knees come forward. 1. How's that feel? Good, good. Ankles wrap underneath the knee. You can come in just a hair, a little bit more if you'd like. Yeah. And bring your toes forward. Let's do a few more. 1. I'm giving you a little break between these. 3, 4. Let's do one more set and then we'll be done. 1, 2, 3. And I'm using my hand to massage the quads, the 4 muscles on the top of the thigh that help us extend the knee. How's those feel? How does the quad feel? Good? Connects to the top of the hip, yeah, quads to the knee. Lengthening through the knee as we lift up, squatting to a little gentle stress through the knee, but not doing anything crazy today. Now, we can come way down low into a chair with the arms extended. Hands can come apart, or we can extend the arms if we like. It's just all for fun. And then we can do a little sweep back. Be careful of the chair. And a full standing mountain. So standing mountain, ankles right up underneath the hip to keep our balance. Toes pointing forward. We're going to do a little playful balance, and we'll do our warriors today. Is that okay? So a little shift of the weight from side to side. I'm just going to test, yeah, the shift of the weight from side to side. Do you feel that? You just lengthen through one knee, soften through the other knee. So the bend in the knee is the softening knee. So I always want to soften the knees, protecting the knee. Soften your knees, bend the knees. Yeah. Come, 1. Come straight forward with the knee. 1. Make a little space. Yeah. 2, 3. We don't want the knees collapsing in. That's not a good thing, by the way. We want the knees coming straight forward. Try to maintain the integrity of the knees. So your warrior positions are an integral part of yoga. And is meant for integrity of alignment and major joint work, major muscle work, structures, yeah, of the body. Hands up beneath the chin, reach to extend, and bring your hands first in. The namaste, prayer hands, namaste, bring the hands down. Now we talked about pranayama, so we're going to do our breathing exercises in a standing mountain position. So we take a moment, close the eyes, and breathe in and out through the nose. That deep, complete breath. You can close the eyes if you need. Yes, and relax the hands, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. The hands may gently open forward with the shoulders back and down. We want to tuck the tailbone, lengthen through the legs, and create a base, dynamic energy up to the body, creating a base dynamic tension. It's sometimes called. The first principle of alignment is to activate the muscles from the bottom of the feet up to the shoulders, into the spine. Create that base, dynamic energy. Line the spine from the hips to the base of the head. Create core stability by activating the muscles at the pelvic floor, the abdomen, through the chest and the throat. They call the locks of bandhas in yoga. So the root lock is the hip down into the feet, extending through the legs. Gentle squeeze of the glutes to keep the hip integrity of the hip, tailbone tucking down and lengthening through the abdomen. So the second lock is in the navel center, the powerhouse of the body, and our chakras, wheels of energy. We feel the integrity of the navel center drawing inward and upward. When we breathe and feel, and then the throat lock, drawing the ears over the shoulders and the integrity of the shoulders. So the three locks create a base dynamic energy, line the spine, creating core stability, core strength. Soft knees, we can soften these, a little springer step. Hinge at the hip when you're ready, anytime in a chair. Shoulders back and down, and shortening the lever of the arms and legs. Whatever levers, whatever extended appendages there are, the arms and legs, whatever extends from the body, bring it down, closing in to bring that integrity that we need. So marching lift with the knees. Marching lift with the knees. Focus on the breath. Inhale and exhale. So deep breathing. We need to learn to breathe deep. Some of us go through our entire lives and never learn to breathe deep and complete. So we breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. With the integrity of the breath, breathe deep and complete as far as you can do on the inhale. Hold, and then suspend the breath, and then breathe out. And then in and out like that. Slow, deep breathing pattern. Maybe a little longer on the exhales. Maybe it's twice as long on the exhales. Marching lift with the knees. So take a deep inhale, lift the right knee. Hold the breath, hold the strength, hold the power that we need, a little balance. Focusing out and down on the non-moving point. Try to shift to the other side. Right foot down, left knee up. Let's try it. There we can. Can we balance today? Chair's always there if we need it. Always two legs in the chair on the mat to keep that chair from running off. Yes. Here we go. Sliding away from us. Yes, up and down. How many? 3 more? Okay. 1. On each side. 2. And 3. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Warrior 1. Let's do our warrior 1. I'm just lifting my block out of the way. Up underneath the chair. Right foot forward with the toes pointing straight forward. Use the center line of the second toe and the heel to the long edge of the mat. Stepping back with your left until you find a little stretch. You know, don't have to go too crazy back there. Bend in the right knee. So their heels are lined up on 2 rails. If you lift the left heel and bring your right knee, you see that there's like 2 rails that you're on, and then bring the heel down and press and lengthen through the back leg. Feet are down. Yes, we're grounding the warrior. Remember the base dynamic energy of the pose, the integrity of the pose, creating that core stability, that line spine, creating our balance position to hold our strength and to hold the strength we need. Divine warrior, Virabhadrasana. Yeah. So we bring the hands down. We're going to push the hip forward, just a little push down and forward and down. So the left, right knee is over the ankle. We can scoot that foot out so the knee is over the ankle, not beyond. The other leg, left leg is extended way back here. How far? Way back here. The hands can come to create that opening balance. You can use your arms out to the side. Sometimes we say, paint the wall with the hands. Hands up beneath the chin. Any kind of movement with the arms to create that integrity and balance. Take the warrior one, hold the sun. Yeah, a little gaze up if you like. Yeah. A little back bend if you like, pushing forward. Don't bow. Yeah, balance. Yes. How's it feel? Pretty awesome, yes? Yeah. Hand down, catch the chair if you like. Lift the back leg and step it in with a shake and circle with that ankle. Let your ankle say, wow, that was interesting. Synovial joint. Ankle. Yes. Yeah. Other side. So which foot's forward? Left foot forward. Right foot steps back. Find that position on the two rails and then bring the heel down. It's going to open this hip just a bit. That's your right hip. Left knees forward. Left foot forward. Hips are first facing forward. In a warrior one position, the hips face the short edge of the mat. In warrior two, we open to the long edge of the mat, right? So here's our warrior one position. Legs are positioned. We're kind of softening this left knee, lengthening to the right side. We feel that, right? Let's play with the arm thing, the goalpost, and where elbows can come in and out, just like we did with the eagle arms. We did those eagle arms for a reason. Yeah. So this is called eagle arm position, with the elbows coming in. I like to take the left arm, right arm over left. We didn't do this on the other side. Maybe we better do this over again. That's no, you're okay. Just so we know, we can do this too. We have options to do the wings like an eagle, and the hands catch the hip, push the hip forward. We make a fist, and the rising lift to the what? To the sun. It's the divine warrior after all. Virabhadrasana. Vira's. Vira. It's a warrior. Take a lift, stepping in, shake it out. There's our warrior ones, okay? We're going to do our warrior two. Right foot forward. Come up to the edge of the chair so you got the chair that you need. We're going to turn into the chair and then we'll move it over to the other side. Right foot forward, left foot back. Bring it way back, as far back as you can reach. Opening that hip and bring the heel down. So it turns us. That dynamic movement of that leg lines the heels or heel to arch. Somewhere in that range, we turn our shoulders to the long edge of the mat, facing the direction of the hip, and then we bend in the right knee and we find our warrior two. Wow, there's a warrior two. How's it feel? Pretty awesome. That's a big hip opener, is it not? You feel that stretch at the hip. Hands up beneath the chin. Reach to extend with the yoke. Warrior arms, the hands come back in line with the shoulders. And notice if the hands come forward or swing back, bring them in line with your shoulders. And then gaze over your right side, over your right arm, and reach out and lock it. Drop that hip, bending in this right knee to get that warrior two. This is warrior two with integrity and chin gazing over the head. Good. Come back in and catch the chair if you need. Step forward and step in. Woo. Wow, that was work. Let's shift the chair to the other side so you can face into the chair, just in case. Right? We got it? Everybody good? So left foot forward. Take the right knee up. We're going to open to the right side. So we take and open with those feet. Notice heel steps back in line with the heels or heels to arch. Somewhere in that range, you can check it out. Opening the hip to the long edge of the mat. And bring your shoulders over the hip. And take your heel to warrior two. Hands come up into the chin, reach to extend. I like that the other arm stretch. I like to bring those arms straight out. And remembering the arms, check it out, should line up with the shoulders, dropping in, little drop in with the knee coming over the ankle. This is our warrior two, beautiful warrior two, gazing over the hand. We got that, right? Hip is low, soft, left knee, long, right leg, doing the work. And then bring the hands to that integrity position, gazing over with alignment and the power and the strength of the warrior, because warriors are powerful and peaceful and divine warrior. Virabhadrasana, yes. Good, we got this? Yeah, we had enough? Yes, okay. We bring our hand to catch the chair so we can stabilize and lift and a little swing. All right, got one more thing. So bring your chair to the other side. You can move the chair if you have a light, straight back chair that you can move from one side of the mat to the other, always keeping two legs of the chair on the mat. I'm going to do a little leg stretch. I'm going to slip back a little. Teach you the warrior three with the chair. Okay? So the right foot comes forward. The left foot comes back into a lunging position. Now, the lunging position, hips are facing forward and down throughout the sequence, and the left leg extends back, bending the right knee. This is a lunging position, so the heel lifts, all 10 toes are facing forward, and we're going to do a little push and lift. This is kind of, I call this a push-off, like the step lift we do on the block that you do with me in one of my other classes. This is on the videos on Yogi G Yoga workshops. You can do the integrity of the push-off. I call this a scooter. You remember the scooters? You used to hold on to the scooters and push off with that back foot. So this is the integrity of the scooter foot. Yeah. And the heel can come down. What would that be? What's this called? Warrior one, because the hips are facing forward. So we lift to the heel and a turn is a lunge. High lunge. And then a lift to that back leg with that push off. And then fold at the hip. Catch the chair, gazing down. Warrior three. Warrior three with the chair. That's very good, very good. We can hold that position how long? Forever. Take that extended leg, the lifted leg, and turn the toe down. And so the hip closes facing down, and the inner thigh lifts up a bit on that left leg. Got it? And back, and step in. Woo. We'll try to shift with the chair to the other side. Left foot forward, right foot steps back into that lunging position. We can close the heel, but lift the heel and turn the hip facing forward. So the integrity of the hip is fully closed. So the warrior one position, the heel comes down. It's a slight turn of the hip. Don't have to force it forward, no torquing of that hip. But we want to have the integrity of the hip of these major joints. So we bring the heel down, bring the hip up, find the forward-facing hip, bend in the left knee, and do the push-off lift up. What's this called? Pardon? Push-off. Yeah, this is called step lift or push-off. Yes. Step lift on a block. You step up on a block and you push off with the back leg. Yeah. It's called a scooter push, right? Something like that. Just gives you something to help your mind understand the feeling. So our warrior three, we got the chair. Guess what? Woo! If you get out of balance, what do? Come back. Come back. Catch your balance. Don't let it run off. Lift the leg. Here we go. Whoa, hello. Oh, do you feel that? Anybody feel that? Now remember, the hips facing down, closed hip position. The back leg extends, toes facing down. And we kind of lift that inner thigh of the right leg to kind of get that leg to lengthen for us without opening the hip. An open hip position would be a turn up. and we want to close that hip facing down. If you try that, you'll feel the standing leg hip position is closed, so the hip is extending straight down into the foot. Good. Stepping into warrior three position, and then stepping back in. And the arms are just for fun in that position. You can hold that any number of ways. We're going to come and bring our chair back in and come back to sit. We always want to take time for Shavasana to, at the end of our practice, for an hour practice, we want to do 6 minutes of Shavasana. We want to make sure we have time to integrate the benefits of the practice into our body. Before we come to that, let's take a moment to just relax before we come down. Settling our circulation, slowing our circulation. In case we got a little racing dizziness in our head, sometimes we can get a little bit, yes? We want to relax and take a moment before we come down to the mat to find the integrity of moving gently down without dizziness in the head. Never a good thing to be dizzy. Take a few moments. And dizziness can be caused by any number of things, a little vertigo maybe, dehydration, not drinking enough. Pardon? Not breathing enough. You better breathe. Right? So let's take a few moments to do this principles of alignment with the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Get that breathing feeling, that healing feeling, yes? I've got that healing feeling today. Wellness is a practice. It takes work to be well every day. It's not something you do once in a while. We'll be healthy today. No. Better to be healthy every day, to find wellness every day with a practice that begins with yoga in the mornings, and walking out in the bright sun to trigger the body, the circadian rhythm of the body. So that triggering in the morning will trigger the mind to start the melatonin to form about 8 o'clock at night. And when the melatonin kicks in about 8 o'clock at night, what should we do? When we're tired, we should go to bed. Turn off those electronic devices. Maybe read a book. If you have trouble going to sleep, maybe try a book. It might help you to quiet the mind and feel the relaxing peace. So before we come to Shavasana, before we come to bed at night to find rest for ourselves, we want to take time for ourselves to settle down, to watch the breath and feel and breathe and listen. Yes. Take a few breaths. Seated mountain pose. Feel the power and the strength that brings. Once again with the locks, the root lock, navel center and the throat lock. Mula Bandha, the root. Uddiyana Bandha, the belly and powerhouse into the root cage. Uddiyana Bandha, Chalara Bandha, up into the throat. Quiet and peaceful. Take a few breaths in and out through the nose. Begin to soften the breath, slow it down, come to a natural breathing pattern once again, in and out through the nose. Even at night, we should breathe with nostril breathing in and out through the nose. Mouth breathing is never a good thing, unless you're exercising, blowing through the mouth. Okay. When we're walking, whatever we're doing through our day, breathe in and out through the nose. Conscious breathing. Conscious awareness. Take a few more breaths. Good. We're going to come down to the mat, relax from the back. Now we can do that with a chair. If flipping over to one hip, using that chair along the way. When we're done with the chair, we can scoot it out. I'm going to switch my mat so I can just turn just a bit for the videos. We're trying to relax on the back, melting into the mat, letting all tensions go. Taking a few moments to be with ourselves. Where else would we be? Wandering past, chasing after things better to start with a soft, relaxing position on the mat, relaxing on the back. Closing the eyes, internalize. Yes, draw inward. Let those thoughts that come to the mind pass away like clouds in the sky. They come and they go, and then they disappear. We need to learn to let our painful memories disappear. Learning to forgive ourselves. Following the path of truth, Satya. Satchidananda. Truth, consciousness, brings bliss. Finding ourselves into a state of bliss. When we come to the mat, relax on the back. The hips nice and flat, shoulders resting. Feel the C curve, concave curve in the neck, the cervical spine, and the lumbar spine. Feel a little lifting curve in the lower back, and use that breath to feel, to intensify that breathing feeling, that healing feeling. Yes. Constructive rest pose. This is called constructive rest. Bend the knees, soften the knees, bring the heels up underneath the knees, and to relax with the hands. Maybe find the belly and the heart. The right hand can come to the belly, left hand can come to the heart, and you can feel the belly breath and the heartbeat. That gentle rising of the belly up into the chest. We notice the body breathes all the way from the pelvic floor up into the chest, up into the chin. Mindful with the breath, breathing in, breathing out. Keep breathing, feeling, listening to our bodies, letting go. Whatever thoughts or worries, pain or suffering comes. Find peace, shanti, shalom, asalom, whatever peace, whatever language, finding peace, and release, each moment bringing peace. If we'd like to extend our legs into Shavasana, we can do that too, but if that's painful in any way, we can use a blanket or a bolster up underneath the knees, or find a position that feels best, maybe with blocks to support the knees, underneath the knees. A blanket and socks to stay warm, and we can turn the lights down low so we can allow the body to relax, melting into the mat. Let all the tensions, stresses, and worries go. Some of our practices have the intention to focus on stress relief in the nervous system. Some tension release in our muscles, but when we come to Shavasana, we want to let all those stresses and those tensions release. We want everything to melt into the mat. Finding the most comfortable space, place we can be. Taking the time that we need. Breathing, feeling. Breathe in and out through the nose. Find that breathing feeling. Feelings, our emotions. Our emotions are triggered Be here now. Where else would we be? Wandering in the past, chasing after the future. Better to be here now. Let it all go with the energy of today. This moment, breathe, feel, listen. That energy in our bodies. All of our major joints relax and melt. All the stresses and tensions of our bodies release. All that cortisol, all those stress hormones that build up in our body, we allow those to fully release, bringing balance and harmony into our body. Creating a cycle that regulates our patterns to find that sattvic nature, that nature of balance. So we're finding balance for ourselves, finding release for ourselves, finding this moment in time to be free of the struggles and the troubles, the pain, the suffering, the fear, the anger, whatever it may be. Be with ourselves. Pratyahara is the practice of drawing in. Drawing the senses, drawing inward, being free. Finding ourselves, being with ourselves. So take one more moment just to breathe and feel, listen to your body, feel the softness, stillness, and peace that it brings. Practice always, every day. Take time to practice every day. Take care of yourself. Give yourself the gift of presence every day. Be here now. Be free. Take care of yourself every day. The hands come to the heart center, a little rub, the hands together, acknowledging to ourselves. The hands come to the heart center, we can do a namaste, wishing a good day to everyone. Namo means to bow, namaste, we bow to the divine, the wisdom within our hearts and our minds. The journey of life brings wisdom. We just listen to the experiences and the lessons learned along the way. So be free this day. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. We can play all day today. Yay. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Namaste. Have a blessed day.